is up? Yeah, I'm uploading a video. I was tagged by TiVo, Lords of the Longbox, and if you haven't subscribed up to him, go sub him up. He hit me up for my top 50 comics in my collection, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and knock this one out real quick for y'all. So first book, the one that started it all, got me back into collecting, X-Force 1, Rob Liefeld. Got it personally signed by him and sent it to CBCS. Came back a 6.5. Sorry about the glare. Oh, let me scoot these back farther. Next book. New Warriors, number 1. And a 9.2, signed by Stan Lee and Mark Bagley. One of my books from my childhood that I enjoy. This book right here, next one. It's the Incredible Hulk 180, first cameo appearance of Wolverine, or however you want to call it. 4.5. This next one of my favorites, Gold Key, Green Hornet number 1, Bruce Lee, Kato, and the Green Hornet. So just something I had to get. Love Bruce Lee. This book right here, this is Tales of Suspense 48. And it is a 3.0, first appearance of Iron Man's red and yellow armor, and first appearance of Mr. Doll. But yeah, whatever. But got that from my buddy Caleb. Shouts out to Caleb Comic Smurf. Check out his channel sometime. This one right here is another one of my books that I love, Tales of Suspense 40, second appearance of Iron Man, and first appearance of the yellow armor. So, and that's a 1.8. And then some DC goodness, Dan Jurgens, Booster Gold, newsstand, and an 8.5, signed by Dan Jurgens. One of my favorite DC superheroes, Booster Gold. Always love that guy. So, this one here, infamous book, everybody knows about it. It's Avenging SpiderMan, number 9. I got in a 9.8. Bought this in a drive-through at McDonald's parking lot off of eBay with my son. This next book is always one of my favorites. I'll always show this. This is The Crow, number 1, first print, signed by James O'Barr. What makes this book so special? It's a 3.0, yes, but first print and signed by James O'Barr on the back, and a sketch of the Crow as well by James O'Barr on the back. So that is like one of my grails. And then we have my son's grail. This is Fantastic Four number 52 and a 1.5 qualified. It has a married cover, but the book is still complete and all there. First appearance of Black Panther. Oh, this one. Love this cover. Dim Legs. Shouts out to Thanatos. 9.6 Curse. I got the 9.6 Curse too. Just great Adam Hughes cover, man. And a 9.6. Another classic book that you won't forget. And this is Amazing Spider-Man 252. Ties for the first appearance of the black costume. And also a homage to Amazing Fantasy 15. And next one is this book, heated up, cooled off, and now it's heating back up again, I guess. Miss Marvel, newsstand, and a 6.5. Miss Marvel number 1. First Kel Danvers as Miss Marvel. Then we have Avengers number 57. Love that red cover. And a 1.8, first appearance of the Vision. And then we have one of my Hunt World Championships. And shouts out to Thanatos again. This is Green Lantern #1. First appearance of the Guardians of the Universe. And first Hal Jordan in his own series. So, and a 1.8. And I picked that up at C2E2. Shouts out to Comic Corps and all the guys up there. We had a blast. Next book is a book that's been hot, gonna heat up some more, especially with the success of The Boys. And Seth Rogen is behind The Boys, and he's also gonna be behind Invincible #1. Got an 8.5. It's qualified because it's signed by Robert Kirkman, but the guy that got it signed didn't know about the witness. So it is a Robert Kirkman signature, and that is the actual #1 there. And then this one I picked up because of Catrin figures, and I also like Michael Turner. This is Teen Titans #1. It is qualified in the 9.4 because none of the signatures are verified, but it's signed by Michael Turner and Jeff Johns. So, and one other person, but I don't remember the name. But yeah, cool cover. Love that. Then we got another one of my favorites. Got this personally signed by Mark Silvestri. This is Cyberforce #1. Hey man, I'm a 90s kid, man. I loved like the 90s comics back in the day. I mean, I enjoyed them. So get that in the 9.8. I was happy about that. First appearance of Cyberforce, and first Top Cow title. Now this one is Flash #117 and a 5.5, and it's qualified. It is due because there is a page missing, page 16, but it does not affect the story. So basically I could crack this open and read it. So it's the first appearance of Captain Boomerang. And yeah, I've been loving some Flash lately, man. I've been picking that up. So been picking up Flash lately. Speaking of Flash, here's another one. This is Flash 123, and it's in a 1.5. This is the first Golden Age Flash in the Silver Age. Origin of both is told in this book, and it's the first mention of Earth 2, and a lot of other things happen. It's a lot of keys that go on in this book right here. So if you ever get a chance, pick it up. I got it in the 1.5. I love this cover, always have. This book right here is the only one on the census right now that I know of that I sent in a 9.8. This is Trill League. This is done by Anthony Piper. You can find him on Instagram. And it's basically, man, it's Justice League with like a hood appeal to it. It's like, you know, everybody's got like, it's crazy. You got to read it yourself. It's you got like Swole Man is Superman. You got Green Lantern. He's like a pimp that drives around in a construct Cadillac. It's crazy. You got to watch it yourself. Got it in the 9.8, and I believe it's the only one on the census. And yeah, I'm glad to have that. This book is my highest graded book in my collection, and I'll show it all the time, even though TJ, the Slab Dragon, says quit showing it. This is my 9.9 Image United sketch variant, which is signed by Rob Liefeld, Walt Spataccio, Jim Valentino, and Ryan Otley. And for it to be a 9.9 and be signed by all these people and come back in that good a grade, that's kind of cool. So, and I know people hate Rob Liefeld, but hey, man, in the 90s he was a god. And this one is like, it's a hard to find book, man. And if you find it, hold on to it. This is Adam, Legend of the Blue Marvel, in a 9.6. And this is the first appearance of Blue Marvel and Anti-Man. So, and it's a cool cover. Like I said, it's one of those hard to finds. But if you find it, hold on to it, man. And then we've got, let's see here. In an 8.5 newsstand, signed by Rob Liefeld himself, New Mutants 98, We all know what it is. First appearance of, you know who it is. So yeah, I got that, added that to the PC this year. And you can't add that without adding this. And this is also, I call them the twins because it's also 8.5. New Mutants 87, first appearance of Cable, and you already know what that is too. So hold on one second while we go and show some other books on my mantle because I'm not taking them down, I'm just being lazy. Okay, the next book in my collection is Captain America number 39, Timely Comics from 1944. This is a Schlumberg cover, a Human Torch story, and a World War II cover, and also this is, sorry about the glare, but it's in a Mylar bag, and Bucky with a bat, and one of my favorite covers. Like I said, it's kind of on the, it's World War II back then, so yeah, and a 0.5, still happy to have that book, even in a 0.5. Next book, 1.5 qualified, married cover, Avengers number 4, first Silver Age Cap. Sorry about the glare, guys, I'm trying to just film this for y'all. Then we got Captain America 100, does not affect, see, this is the only way I buy qualified, people. Like married cover, coupon cutout, does not affect story. 100, Captain America, and his first ongoing solo series, and an 8.0. Then I've got, in a 9.2, Captain America Annual 8, signed by John Beatty and Mike Zeck, and just a classic cover, love this cover, another good one there. Then up here in 9.8, we've got Infinity Gauntlet number 1, sketch cover drawn by, of Captain Marvel, drawn by Patrick Broderick. And there you can see the name right there, kind of on the bottom. And that is, yeah, that is pretty cool. And then in a 9.6, we got Civil War, The Return number 1, variant cover done by Ed McGuinness of Captain Marvel, signed by Ed McGuinness in a 9.6. Then we have an 8.0 Captain Marvel number 33, The Origin of Thanos, just a great throwdown cover right here, and also signed by Jim Starlin. Had to get one of those. And my Captain Marvel Grail, which is 7.5, Captain Marvel 17, first cover appearance of the new costume with Cap and Bucky on there. Sorry about that. Okay, right here we got in the 9.6 Generations Captain Marvel and Marvel number 1, signed by Stan the Man Lee himself in a 9.6. Next to that, I've got my 2.0 Incredible Hulk 102, my Bro with Jeffrey Comic-Con Henson. Love that cover. Thanks, Jeffrey. Another book I got over here, Amazing Spider-Man 194, first appearance of the Black Cat in a 7.5. And then, sorry about that finger there. Then we've got Space Ghost, Gold Key in a 4.5, signed by the voice actor of Space Ghost. And it's the first appearance of Space Ghost, Jan, Jace, Blip, and I believe it was Moltar? But in comics, and only issue. Sorry about that. And then we've got the first ever Hunt World Championship and a 5.5 X-Men number 50, beautiful Jim Steranko cover, signed by Chris Claremont. Just a beauty there. Next to that, you already know what that is. Giant Size X-Men 1.8, signed by Claremont. Took that to C2E2, got it signed personally. Well, not personally, but got it signed. Next to that, X-Men number 4. Second appearance of Magneto. First appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. And first appearance of Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Book that I figure, these books right here will probably just skyrocket whenever they announce something about X-Men. And then over here, the exclusive sketch variant 3.0, signed by Chris Claremont, X-Men 94. Used to be Bueller's book, but I'm just keeping it for me. And a 3.0. I might need to get a little light on. There we go. Sorry about that. Get a little light on there for y'all. And then. Alright, moving up to the next level on the mantle. We've got, I don't think I need the light for that one. And an 8.0 Secret Wars number 8, signed by John Beatty, Mike Zeck, and Jim Shooter. This was my birthday present last year to myself. Next to that, of course, sorry about the glare again, but this is a SpiderMan 300. Everybody knows, first Venom. Alright, next to that, we got 1.5. We got Amazing Spider-Man 50, first Kingpin. Beautiful cover. Love this cover right here. 3.5, Amazing Spider-Man 33. Steve Ditko goodness. Just love that cover. And let me step up here for the next level. Sorry. 9.4, Iron Man number 1. Just a cool Robert Downey Jr. cover. Shouts out to Tim the Canadian. And then and 9.6, we all know what that is. Avengers number 12, the classic, well now I guess classic cover for Endgame. And next to that, we've got Iron Man number 1 and a 4.5. And just love that cover. Been collecting a lot of Iron Man lately. And the last book on my list is a book that I got from the Doom 143. This is my Hunt cover championship, and this is actually, you might know it as the Amazing Spider-Man 15, first appearance of Kraven the Hunter. It's also the mascot of my YouTube show, The Hunt. So those have been my 50 books in my collection, and a quick shout out to TiVo again, because he showed this in his. There's my Men in Black Air Sale number 1, and there's my Men in Black number 1, and this one is signed by the creator, Lowell Cunningham. And so that's my other Men in Black one, so just a cool another book to have. But shouts out to TiVo, go sub him up. And I also tag Who Dat Comics, TJ the Slab Dragon, and JD Comics. So you've been tagged for your top 50 in your collection, so gotta show them, guys. See you later.